the impossible ancient engineering and the megalithic stones of Baalbek at the temple of Zeus in Babylon, and even the megalithic stones that were carved but were never used. There are some ancient sites on our planet that, simply put, should not have been possible to construct thousands of years ago. Some refer to these ancient sites as the results of impossible ancient engineering. We could not lift these huge 100-ton stones with the cranes that we have today. So how were these lifted thousands of years ago? The Heliopolis at Baalbek, the upper stone reconstruction were done by the Romans, but the lower 1,000-ton stone brick forming the original foundation, nobody knows how this was placed there. A ton is 2,000 pounds. Huge, huge stones. Now, one of the most fascinating enigmas for archaeologists in the 21st century is how ancient mankind managed to quarry, lift, and interlock megalithic blocks of stone weighing between 10 and 200 tons without the use of advanced technologies. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Here is one of the blocks that were quarried, but somehow it was damaged or was not used, and we just see it lying there in one of the Baalbek stones in Lebanon. Huge amount. Now, without the use of advanced technologies, just how did ancient cultures around the block build megalithic sites, such as Pumapunku, Teotihuacan, Sacsayhuaman, Ollantaytambo, and Baalbek, and more? Is it possible that they had in their possession, now lost, advanced technology that we are unaware of? Engineers, architects, and even archaeologists remain fascinated by ancient man's achievements. And one of the most impressive ancient sites is Baalbek, located in modern-day Lebanon. In Roman times, this ancient complex was known as Heliopolis, or the City of the Sun. The giant blocks of stone found here are one of archaeologists' greatest enigmas. The true age of this sacred site remains a profound mystery for scholars. Mainstream archaeologists have mixed feelings about the site and its age. Most researchers believe that Baalbek was a Phoenician sanctuary dedicated to the god Baal, even though most people would agree that the site was built by the Romans. Well, the Romans reused the ancient huge stones and rebuilt their temples to their pagan gods on top of them. Now, the truth is that no one can actually say how old it is. Many believe that Baalbek goes back tens of thousands of years, that is, in the Ice Age before the Great Flood and all that, even possibly some 20,000 years ago, making it one of the oldest sites on the planet. But the age and history of Baalbek are not the only impressive features. The megalithic blocks of stone found at the site have caused admiration, amazement, and controversy, not only in the archaeological community, but generally the population as well. The temple in honor of Jupiter stands on the platform that has defied explanation. The trilithon is where all mainstream explanations are shattered. 3 colossal blocks, measuring 22 meters in length, nearly 5 meters in height, a width of 3.5 meters, are one of the biggest enigmas. Their weight ranges between 1 and 2,000 tons. So just how did ancient people manage to quarry, transport, lift, and place these megalithic blocks of stone thousands of years ago without the use of modern technology? The 3 blocks are positioned onto a row of 6 granite blocks, which measure 10 meters in length and 4 meters in height. Their weight is estimated to be over 300 tons. Today, modern engineers would have a hard time transporting a 50-ton block. However, ancient people seem to have had a way to transport blocks of stone of incredible size with ease. The entire ancient complex of Baalbek was constructed with huge megalithic blocks that range in weight from 100 and 1,500 tons each. So how is it possible that ancient people managed to transport these huge blocks of stone, then place them in position so that they fit perfectly with each other? Mainstream archaeology has no clue. Better yet, the precision found at Baalbek is fascinating, resembling other ancient sites in South America. The precision of the megaliths is breathtaking. They were arranged in such a way that you cannot fit a single sheet of paper in between them. But interestingly, like many other ancient sites found around the globe, like Pumapunku, Ollantaytambo, Teotihuacan, etc., the construction of the megalithic site at Baalbek had a drastic stop in its construction phase. Surprisingly, in the vicinity, researchers discovered another huge block of stone partially buried with staggering dimensions, 19.6 meters at 64 feet in length, 6 meters at 19.6 feet in width, and about 5.5 meters at 18 feet in height. Researchers estimate that the weight of this huge stone block is around 1,650 tons, which would place it as the largest known stone block quarried from antiquity. But why did ancient builders halt its construction? This is why one of the biggest questions about Baalbek remains the biggest mystery. How did the ancients do it, and what happened to them? Well, it could be the Great Flood. Let's remember what was written in the Old Testament, the book of Genesis, and the Great Flood. Please leave your comments on this. This is from Humans Are Free, Source Ancient Code. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.